What's up, folks? Matt back for another real review, and today we're here to talk about none other than one of the most anticipated sequels to an animated film I've seen in years, and honestly, one of the what people consider one of the modern classics of Pixar films, and that is none other than Inside Out 2. I'll be honest, I have before this screening, I had seen Inside Out a total of two times. That second time being the night before this screening. Um, I have always understood why people loved it. It was one of those things where while I can sit here and say it's a good movie, it just never really connected with me on a personal level. So I didn't care for Inside Out as much as other people. However, the exact opposite can be said here, where I think Inside Out 2 is one of the most emotionally poignant movies, especially dealing with all of these new emotions, with Riley going through puberty and having so many new emotions, such as anxiety and envy and embarrassment and ennui, aka boredom, and being someone who I'm, I'm in my 20s. It's still very fresh in my mind how I was in my teenage years. It kind of takes you back down memory lane and makes you feel like, wow, yeah, I remember life being like that. And honestly, I think anxiety steals the show. Anxiety in this film is voiced by Maya Hawke from Stranger Things fame and the daughter of Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke. Um, and the visual representation of anxiety is just superb. I mean, the performance sends it over the top, but even just how they visually represent anxiety and anxiety attacks and things like that really like struck me because I'm like, yeah, that's kind of how I feel. And this this movie is a little bit different in how it does things because last time it was Joy who tried to do the kicking out and shutting away. And at first, it seems like that's where things are going to head again. But then these new emotions, who are what some may consider more advanced, more just overall sophisticated, they decide to turn the tables on Joy and send her and all the emotions out so they can take over and run the board. Now, each emotion I feel like, and it's something I feel like I don't get as much. Each emotion has their moment. I didn't feel like you got that as much as in the original, and there's more emotions to balance here. Like I said, with the addition of these new four, and it was just dealt with such a deft hand. It's really just amazing to see a visual representation like this, and also something that everyone can just even parents, mind you. Again, I'm in my 20s. Something that parents can relate to because I remember what it was like letting my anxiety run my life for a bit and how I'd be afraid of losing people or think about all of these different potential futures based off of how I handled certain things. And we get that in this film. And it's like, wow, yeah, I kind of feel really seen with this. I know not everybody has loved the last few Pixar films. Um, Me personally, that's not as much the case. I did enjoy Strange Worlds. Um, and I really enjoyed Lightyear outside of certain aspects of it. But I think for people wanting a classic Pixar film and having such this high standard of quality, this is Pixar being back on their game, uh, for a lack of a better term. And I think the general public will feel that way also. Um, I just had so much fun. It was nice to revisit this voice cast with additions and subtractions. Bill Hader, who was Fear in the first movie, has been recast uh, by the same voice actor as Forky, whose name is just slipping me right now. And I'm just really, Amy Poehler does fantastic. Lewis Black being back is great, and Disgust was also recast. No longer Mindy Kaling; it's Liza Lapira now, or Lisa Lapira. Just overall, the additions and everything made this such a fun and interesting movie. I can't wait for you guys to check it out. With that being said, my rating is a 4.5 out of 5, and I am so excited for you guys to be able to check this out this weekend. It's in all your local theaters starting today, realistically tonight. Parents, take your kids to this. It's a great experience. And also, if you haven't already, be sure to follow Watt Gaming. That's our sister channel. That's where all of our Twitch streams go to live after the fact for our gaming streams. And you'll see a ton of shorts and whatnot there. Funny moments from the streams, interesting moments from the streams. And you can check all that there at Watt Gaming. And also, if you haven't followed us already on Twitch, that is twitch.tv/WattReal. Enter like it's spelled in the top corner there. But with that, folks, remember to like, subscribe, and follow everything we're doing over here at Watt Entertainment. I am Matt. This was another Real Review, and we'll see you next time.